Hi, my name is Jamie Strauss with Coastline Marine. One of our most asked questions is, how does ethanol affect my fuel? And what will it do to my motor? Well, a lot of things can happen with fuel, not just with ethanol. With old, dirty fuel, one of the major issues we have with smaller outboards today is that they have dirty fuel, old fuel. 3-4 months old worth of fuel can change. And what happens to that fuel is it starts to shellac or varnish. And you can see the color, this dark color, and you can also see a definite determination between the two. The gas and water is separating in this older fuel. It has also caused a film in the water that gets into carburetor jets or into your fuel injection system and fuel pumps and can destroy, literally destroy the fuel systems of your boats. Ethanol also has increased those chances because it even acts quicker with separation. The two fuels, or the ethanol and the fuel itself, separates and causes a moisture situation in your fuel tank. So we recommend today that instead of like the old days we used to say keep your fuel tank full so no moisture gets in your tank, no humidity or moisture will get in your fuel tank. Today our suggestion is don't fill your fuel tank, only put in as much fuel in your fuel system as you think you're going to use over a very short period of time. And in doing so, hopefully the accumulation of water in your tank will be minimal. And that's the goal, is to keep the accumulation of water, moisture, and that ethanol separation to a minimum amount in your fuel tank. Because what will happen when it gets through to the fuel systems contain hose, which are rubber. And those rubber and nylon hoses and parts and pieces in the fuel system, they can break down with too much ethanol exposure. And ethanol exposure takes a short period of time. That short period of time can be a month sitting in your fuel system on your motor. It may be as short as 20 days, and it can start deteriorating the interiors of those hoses, breaking them down, causing them to melt, causing them to separate and collapse, causing the motor to run lean. A lean running motor will blow up. It's no doubt that the lean situations can cause overheat issues, valve issues in your 4-strokes, fuel pumps. Fuel pumps are a dime a dozen when ethanol affects them, and a lot of customers don't understand that separation in fuel, in destroying a fuel pump. Today's motors, the high quality fuel pumps they run, they can be $300, $400 to $700 fuel pumps that are getting destroyed by this ethanol product. So you really have to take care. The other situation that we find is that the breakdown of the hoses that collapse, it's very hard to diagnose. So it can cause an excessive amount of labor to diagnose these situations. So we ask your complete cooperation, and trying to run fuels without ethanol is optimal. Don't use it in any of your outboard motors. But if you do, only use as much fuel as you possibly need for the period of time that you're running. Don't leave the tank full, as we used to say. Thanks. If you've enjoyed this information and would like to receive 10 free videos of the most asked questions about repairing your outboard motor and boat, then please visit our website at outboardmotorrepairfortlauderdale.com.